Not gonna lie, I can't see any of you, so I'm not really worried about what you will think. But I hope all of you applaud because my boss is sitting. So, how's the conference going so far, Monica?
Amazing. So thanks, Vishnu. So I'll start from my day zero at Propel. So we were downstairs at the happy hour dinner, and one of our customers, who I'm sure is here, I'm not just able to see them because of the blinding lights. So they walked up to me and they were kind enough to tell me, "Hey, I watched all your training videos, and it feels like I already virtually know you." So it felt like a celebrity moment for me because those are things that you'd love to hear always. And from there, it's been uphill. Been meeting customers face to face, soaking in all the love and appreciation that they give for the extended team, and noting down lots of action items that are going to convert into work sessions and meetings once we are back. So on the whole, it's been wholesome. The heart is full. So is my notebook. So with that, I'll introduce myself. I'm Monica. I head the support and education functions at Rocketlane. And today I'll be co-hosting this session with Vishnu. Hopefully we make it fun, resourceful, and exciting.
You know, the conference is great when you have a voice like this. So you can only imagine what Monica was doing over the last 2 days. And before I introduce myself, I want to bring up a picture from 4 years ago. This was during the second wave of COVID, when people with a lot of countries were not allowed to enter the US. But we paid a lot of money to an event and we had to show up. And guess what we did? We went and stayed in a new country for 14 days. We were in Mexico for 14 days. And we ended up in the US. And this is the picture of the initial team. And we had to really tell people who we are. I think it's, and most of you have seen this journey because despite building great products, having great team, who's going to be that first person who will confidently buy your product without having any credentials behind you, right? But fast forward to 4 years, a lot of companies that we admire are our customers today. And I'm going to take a moment to actually digest all that in. So in a lot of ways, I'm living my dream, and thank you for making it happen. With that, I'll do a short introduction for myself. I'm Vishnu. I'm not just the second best MC or the guy who has great beard, but also I head the customer success team at Rocketlane, which means that if you have any problems, you can tell me. I will have our team talk to you. I asked for a slot where I don't have to face a lot of people, and they gave me the last session, which I'm happy about, but they rejected every other idea of mine. I said, let's just fill this with memes, make people happy, and then make sure that they don't sleep. But I think that was rejected as well. So the only thing they let me keep is the unofficial title for this session. All of you know what the official title is, which is how Rocketlane uses Rocketlane. But the unofficial title is fantastic workflows and where to find them. And that's what we've worked on. A lot of ways, every B2B company is expected to drink their own champagne. And right from the beginning, we've had extra pair of eyes on us to get our onboarding right. Because we had to show the world how to be efficient team in this particular function. So we had no room to make mistakes. But as any organization, we've gone through our own cycle of maturity. And based on all the micro learnings that we've had from our customers, through our QBRs, webinars, and LinkedIn posts, we've curated the top 5 workflows that we use at Rocketlane, which some of you might have experienced, and that could also easily be inherited into any of your workflows. There's something for everybody, whether you are a user of a Rocketlane or a manager of users at Rocketlane or a leader using Rocketlane or just a customer of Rocketlane. There's something for everybody. With that introduction, Monica, over to you. Green.
Thanks for that. So I'll start with the first workflow. So what I'm going to say, I'm sure will be ingrained in all your minds. So when sales ends, the onboarding cycle begins. And with Rocketlane, I think most of our customers are already familiar with this. Project creation is seamless with the CRM integrations that we have. And you get the projects created automatically when a deal is closed one. But what comes after? The handoff. And in our early days, we found that some of the data was getting lost in translation. And what we did about that, we didn't want our customers to have an underwhelming experience. We want everybody to have the red carpet experience. We strive for that, so we figured out a workflow. We use our forms, our native automations, and our dynamic templates to achieve that. So what we did, gulped down all the information, data solicited from our customers, and automatically those data pills, which serve as the source of truth, stitched together a project plan customized for the customers that has all the phases and milestones that matter to them. And this was a huge win for us. The reason is, at that point, we were scaling. We were having a lot of high volume projects, and momentum mattered to us, but we didn't want to compromise on consistency in which we deliver a wonderful experience. So this workflow helped us get there. And it's not just about that, right? For our team, so when we represent Rocketlane, it's not about if it's sales or if it's implementation or if it's support. It's just Rocketlane. And that's what customers look at us as well. So we should project a united front is always what we think. And with this, we were able to get on calls, be more prepared, just overcome that start over syndrome. And yeah, that's everything we took away from this particular workflow that we established. And I'll give you a moment to kind of digest all that information before I move on to the next workflow. So project is kicked off. It's going great. We are at the center of project management. And right now our North Star is time to value. So time to value is not always about the destination, from kickoff to go live. There are lots of things that come together to ensure that you achieve the time to value that you want. We call these as milestones. They can be anything. I can give you a few examples, like data migration, integration, custom workflow building, all of that. And I'm going to cite an example from our own experience. So for example, the data migration part is a milestone. And so it's a milestone that we track very closely. We didn't want any delays there. But how did you figure out if we are being on time? It's not just about the milestone, right? You need to be able to benchmark where you want to be and then track how you're doing it today for you to understand what the deviation is. If you're on time, if you are delaying, if it's getting delayed somewhere, or if you're ahead of time. So that's where we used our intervals IQ feature, the key events and intervals feature, and we kind of benchmarked where we wanted to be. We found out the gaps in terms of if we are collecting the right prerequisites for the data migration, if there are early warning systems set up to notify the right people about where they are delayed. So we kind of figured that workflow out. We'll talk about it in detail later on. And we built all of that process automation into Rocketlane. That way we benchmarked where we wanted to be in terms of that phase, and we tracked the actuals, we found the deviation, we gapped the, whatever there was that was delaying, causing delays, and we achieved what we wanted. So these small milestones and the way we achieved them on time kind of contribute to the larger scheme of things, which is having the time to value that we want across projects for all customers. So that's how we achieved it. Yeah. So remember I spoke about the